Hi, good afternoon, students. Have a great day. Thank you for your last class responses. Today we are going to see chapter 24. So, in this chapter, we are going to see retailing. Okay, in this lesson, we are going to see learning objectives, understand the meaning of retailing, describe the meaning of types of retailing traders, explain the various forms of small scale and large scale retailers, and state the rule of chambers of commerce in the promotion and the internal trade. Let's see the introduction. Retailing is the, what do you mean by the retailing? Already we saw in the previous class who is a wholesaler or a middleman, producer, everything we know that, isn't it? Today we are going to know about the who is a retailing, why we call us that particular work is retailing. See here. Retailing is a process of selling the goods and services directly to the ultimate customers. Ultimate is the more number of consumers in a small quantities. Okay, children, retailing is a very small quantities to distribute the ultimate consumer. I mean large number of consumers. Types of retailers on the basis of the size of the business, product, a mix, pricing, service level, and ownership of the business. It can be classified into the following categories. One is, so they have two types of retailers, three types of, what is there? Internet or mobile traders, fixed shop or small retailers, fixed shop, large scale retailers. Let's see. Itinerant are mobile traders. Who is, why we call us mobile traders? Let's see. A traders who have no fixed place of a scale are called itinerants. The traders who have no fixed place. For example, it's called as that cycle or some tracks, they are selling some goods, no, that particular people called as itinerants. They move from one place to another place in a search of customers. They are also known as mobile traders, isn't it? We can see wherever for the selling of a goods, that particular person is itinerant. Mobile traders deal in a low price daily usable items such as fruits, vegetables, fish, clothing, books, etc. So internet is they are not have a fixed place. They are moving one place to another place to reach the customers. Okay, children. That person is called as, that work is called as mobile traders. And who is the example of mobile traders means? It's a very low prices, daily usable items such as fruits, vegetables, fish, cloth, books, etc. See here in your textbook 239. Retailers, how we can classify it. First one is itinerant traders. Already we saw that meaning. Itinerant or mobile traders means, see here, peddlers and car workers. Peddlers அப்படின்னா என்னன்னா தள்ளு வண்டி. ஓகே. And street traders, market traders, cheap jacks traders. Next one, fixed shop, small retailers, street stalls, general store, single line stores, and specialty stores, and second shops. Third one, fixed shop, large retailers. So department store, chain stores, consumer cooperative stores, supermarket, hire purchase and installment, mail order houses, shopping malls, automatic vending machines, and telemarket online shopping. These are all retailers can be classified into three categories. One is itinerant traders, fixed shop small traders, retailers, and fixed shop large retailers. Next one, small amount of investment. The type of itinerant or as follows. Small type of amount of investment. So internet mobile traders, they have only a small scale of investment. They are starting the business and they only can they are moving to one place to another place to searching the consumer and sell the products. Peddlers and cows. Hawkers. Okay, peddlers are individuals who sell their goods by carrying on their head or shoulders, moving one place to another place on foot. காலால் நடந்து அவங்களோட திங்ஸை தலையிலையோ இல்லை தோல்லையோ சுமந்து கொண்டு போய் விற்றா அவங்களுக்கு தான் என்னது peddlers. Hawkers are a petty retailers who sell their goods at a various places such as a bus stop, a railway station, public park and gardens, residential areas and other public places using the convenient vehicles to carry the goods from one place to another. See children, this is a very easy lesson. See up textbook page number 240. இந்த தள்ளு வண்டி வச்சு எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் வந்து க்ரௌட்ஸ் ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்குமோ அங்கெல்லாம் அவங்க வந்து சேல் பண்ணுவாங்க வித் த ஸ்மால் ட்ரக். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் ஸ்ட்ரீட் வெண்டாஸ். த ட்ரேடர்ஸ் சிட் ஆன் த ஃபுட்பாத். See the picture, footpath on the road. At the end of the road or pavement sell their goods such as fruits, vegetable, books, etc. are called as street vendors. Already we know that. Next one, market traders. Small traders open their shops at the different places on fixed dates. Okay, our days such as every Sunday or alternative Wednesdays, so on. They deal one particular line in a merchandise and then low priced consumer items of a daily use. Example, Polachi, Manaparai, Ranipet, etc. See here, this is the market traders. This picture is shown on how they are working. Next one, cheap jacks. Those retailers who have the independent shops and the temporary nature in the business locality are depending upon the potentiality of area. The deal in consumer goods and services such as shoes and chappals, plastic items, repairs and watches, etc. அவங்க தான் cheap, I mean ரொம்ப low காஸ்ட்டாக சேல் பண்ணுறவங்கள சொல்லுவோம். Next one, fixed shop retailers. The retailers who maintain the permanent extra placement to sell their goods are called fixed shop retailers. For example, Pothys சொல்லலாம். Some jewelers shop, Pothys and T Nagar, they have some permanent shop. No, it's 5 years, 20 years they are running that shop. That particular shop and we call as the fixed shop retailers. They do not move one place to another place to serve the other customers. The fixed shop retailers can be classified into two types of basis on the size of their operations. They are fixed shop small retailers and fixed shop larger retailers. Okay, fixed shop இருக்கும் ஆனால் ஸ்மாலாகவும் பண்ணுவாங்க, fixed shop இருக்கும் அது பிக்காகவும் பண்ணுவாங்க. Next one, fixed shop as a small retailers or the following categories. First one, street stalls. See here children, or test page number 241. These small shopkeepers are commonly found at street crossings or other busy street corners, attract the floating customers or deal in the cheap variety of goods like hosiery products, toys, soft drinks, etc. They get their supplies from a local suppliers and wholesalers. See here, this is the street stall. Okay, next one, general stores. General stores sell a wide variety of products under one roof, most commonly found in a local market, residential areas to satisfy the day-to-day needs of the consumer residing in the nearby localities. General stores, day-to-day need. For example, houses near the one small shop for எல்லாமே இருக்கும், grocery items எல்லாமே இருக்கும். So that is called as general stores. Okay, they remain open for a long hours of a convenient timings of event, provide credit facilities to their regular customers. Regular customer பக்கத்தில் இருக்க நம்ம பலசர கடையில் போய் என்ன பண்ணுவோம், கிரெடிட் சேல். மம்மி வந்து ஒரு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சம் ஹவுசஸ் ஆர் யூஸ்ட், ஒரு நோட் போட்டுக்குவாங்க, டெய்லி யார்ட்டையாவது கொடுத்துட்டு இந்த ஜாமான்லாம் வாங்கிட்டு அதை நோட் பண்ணிக்க, இந்த டேட்டில் இவ்வளோ வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் த மந்த் ஆர் டு ஸ்டார்டிங் த நெக்ஸ்ட் தே காட் த salary means they paid that credit amount. Okay children. For example, a provision store deals in a grocery, bread, butter, toothpaste, soap, washing powder, soft drinks, confectionery and stationery, காஸ்மெட்டிக்ஸ் எக்ஸெட்ரா. ஓகே, ஒரு பக்கத்தில் இருக்க பலசர கடையில் என்னென்ன இருக்குமோ அதெல்லாம் தான் ஜென்ரல் ஸ்டோர்ஸ்னு சொல்கிறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் single line stores. Single line stores are the small shops which deals in the particular line to products the garments, stationery, textiles, medicines, shoes, etc. They are generally situated in the marketplaces, deal the variety of goods in that line of product. ஓகே, அந்த ஷாப்பில் உள்ள போயிட்டோம்னா எல்லாமே அங்கேயே இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கிறது தான் நம்ம லைன் ஆஃப் ப்ராடக்ட்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி ஸ்டோர்ஸ். So specialty store deal in a particular type of a product under a one product line only. For example, sweet shops specialized in Tirunelveli halwa, Bangalore sweets, etc. Isn't it? We can go to that. For here also one shop, no, for A to B. Isn't it? Every tiffin is a very nice in that A to B, but a very particular only we like that. Other speciality stores. For example, biryani na in the shop. இந்த ஷாப்பில் நல்லாயிருக்கும். A to Bயில் வந்து ஸ்வீட்ஸ் நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஓகே, தட் லைக். செகண்ட்ஸ் ஷாப்ஸ். These shops deal with the second hand goods are used articles on a low price such as books, furniture, utensils, clothes, automobiles, etc. and also new defect goods. Okay, secondaries of second hand things எல்லாம் போய் we will get some shops, no, that shops. Next one, fixed shop, large retailers. The retailers having a permanent establishment and dealing in a large scale are called fixed shop, large scale retailers. So what is that? The retailer having a permanent establishment dealing a large scale. Large scale means the lump of products, large scale of products. That is called a fixed shop. Fixed shop na permanent ஒரு பிளேஸ்ல கடை இருக்கும். But they get the things is a very large scale. ஓகே, அவங்கள தான், அதாவது பெட்டிக்கடை மாதிரி இருக்காது. ஓகே, பெட்டிக்கடை டெய்லியும் வந்து அவங்க இது பண்ணுவாங்க. அதான் ஸ்மால் ரீட்டைலர்ஸ்னு சொல்கிறது. பட் வந்து அது ஃபிக்ஸட் ஷாப், பர்மனெண்ட்டாக அவங்க ஷாப் அங்கேயே இருக்கும். பட் வந்து நிறைய பொருள் வந்து அங்கே விற்பாங்க. அதை தான் சொல்கிறோம். தே ஆர் பாப்புலர் டியூ டு த urbanization, modernization and other reasons. The most common forms of large scale retailers are as follows. One is department store, chain stores or multiple stores, supermarket, consumer cooperative stores, hire purchase and installment traders, shopping malls, mail orders houses, automatic vendors machine, telemarketing, online shopping. Let's see this. Departmental stores na edha chunnu. Let's see here. Departments already we saw that. Already we got so many things from the departments. We very well know about that departments. Let's see. Yeah, department store is a large retail establishment offering the wide variety of products classified into the well-defined departments, isn't it? So each department specializes in one particular line. It's a product aimed at satisfying every customer's needs under one roof. Each department is like a separate shop with a centralized purchasing, selling and accounting. Administrative activities of a departmental store are managed by general manager. The general manager appoints the department manager of each department. Each department they have responsibilities or representatives, isn't it? In Chennai we have a lot of departmental stores. We will get all the things in a one shop. That is called as departmental stores. Next one, futures. First one is large size. A department is a large scale retailer showroom requiring a large capital investment by forming the joint stock company managed by the board of directors. There is a managing directors assisted by the general manager and several department managers. So it's a very large scale, large size of department. It's a showroom requiring the large capital. We have a large capital in that large scale retail shop. Okay, next one, wide choice. It acts as the universal provider of a wide range of products from low price to very expensive goods, pin to car, to satisfy all the expected human needs under one roof. ஒரு இடத்துலயே வந்து அவங்களோட human consumers ஓட every needed things is there in the one place. That is called as wide choices. Departmentally organized. Goods offered as sale are classified into various departments. Each department specializes in one line and a product and operates in a separate unit, isn't it? For example, we will go to that cosmetics and medicine are related to that kitchen items. We will go to that one places, isn't it? Facilities provided. What are the facilities? Let's see. It provide a number of facilities and services to the customers such as a restaurant, restroom, recreation, packing, free home delivery, packing, etc. So many facilities they provided. Centralized purchasing. All the purchases are made centrally and directly from the manufacturer and operate the separate warehouses, whereas sale and the decentralized in the different departments. Next one, advantages. Convenience in a buying. So what are the advantages of a fixed shop? The department stores provide the general convenience, great convenience to all the members in a family in buying almost all the goods of the recommended in a one place, isn't it? If a department store, we get all the things, variety of things, we'll get in the one shop and one day itself. No need to roaming here and there. A large variety of goods available in the department will enable customers to save a time and no need to run in a one place to another to complete the shopping. Isn't it? Department store pona starting or pin up to this the home appliances work, we will get the things from there. Next one, attractive services. It aims at providing the maximum services and facilities to the customers, such as a home delivery of goods, escortion of a telephone orders, restrooms, restaurants, saloons, children's game centers, etc. So attractive services, so many things they are showing that to attract the customers. Next one, center location. Those stores are usually located in a central place so that more people can approach easily. Next one, elimination of a middleman. So we eliminate the middleman from the department store. We are not have any middleman in the department store, isn't it? Only sales, general manager and allotted some workers to the some other place. Let's see. Yeah, department store combines both the functions and retailing as well as the warehousing. They purchase directly from the manufacturer and operate the separate warehouses. It helps eliminating undesirable middlemen between the producer and the customers. So to avoid the middleman in the department stores. Next one. Economies of the large scale operations. The department stores are organized at a large scale. Example, buy a goods in a bulk. Therefore, they enjoy the benefit of a special discount. In turn, the customers get the goods in a quality and lower price. Okay, economic oriented. Economic, na? They were everyone, I mean high level people to under the below average people also they can get the things to the department store. Next one, limitation. What are the limitation? What are the limitations means some restrict. Okay, high cost of operations. The department store requires the large building with the ample of parking at the central places. It has the heavy expenditure of salaries, maintenance of a building, customers, services, advertising, etc. As a result, its expense and overhead cost of operations is very, very high. Center of our place in the, they have a lot of workers and then on big buildings they need. Everything is based on the cost of high. Next one, higher prices. So they investment a large amount in that department store means they fix the rate. They are not fixed the rate. Already they fixed the rate including the department store expenses. Okay. So high prices due to the high operating costs, prices of goods in a department stores are comparatively high. Only a rich person can afford to buy goods and departments. So they are one high level people alone they get the things from the department stores. Not in that all level of peoples. Next one, distance. It is located as a central places of a city away from a people living in suburban areas have to travel a long distance to reach the store. This store, so department store is located in the some far a place to needed placements is very risk to reach the department stores. Next one, lack of personal touch. The management of a store finds it very difficult in maintaining the personal contact with the customers. The salaried staff may not take interest to securing the satisfaction of the goodwill of the customers, isn't it? We only for department store we are go and take all the things and put the bills and come out of the department store. We are not they are not mingle with the customers. Next one, difficult to establish. The large amount of a capital investment and the large number of a specialized person are required to the established department stores. So economic oriented, everything is a cost. High risk. Due to the central location of a large scale operation, the risk of a loss is very high. Changes the tastes and fashion and marketing fluctuations may lead to heavy losses. Sometimes they face the heavy losses. Next one, chain stores are multiple shops. A number of identical retail shops with a similar appearance normally deal in a standardized and branded consumer product established in a different localities, owned and operated by manufacturers or intermediators are called as chain stores and multiple shops. In USA, these are known as a chain stores, but these are the popular as a multiple shop in Europe. They deal only in a particular line of product and specialize in the same. Many such shops are in India. For example, Bata. So there is a high level of product they sell in that Bata. Next one, futures. What is the futures? We are going to see that chain stores of futures. First one is location. These shops are located in a populous localities where sufficient number of consumers can be approached. So location, because of a location, they reach all the peoples to the one place. Next one, nature of product. These shops in a deal in a particular product line and specialize in the same product. Example, standardized and branded consumers products. Centralized management, the manufacturing or procurement of goods for all the retail units is centralized at the head office from where the goods are dispatched to each of these shops. Next one, fixed price. The prices of goods are fixed and all the sales are made on cash basis. Only is a fixed price, not in the changes of place. A role of a salesperson. The salesperson play an active role in helping to the consumers to complete their shoppings in the selection of a choice of their goods as per the taste. Advantages. Economies of a large scale. Multiple shops are owned and operated by manufacturer or intermediators, centralized in the bulk buying, resulting in a lower cost. They are buying the bulk order but selling that goods in a very low prices. Okay. Elimination of a middleman. In this also we are not have any middleman. Only shop they are running. Goods are sold in a multiple shops at relatively low prices. By selling directly to the customer, it is able to eliminate the unnecessary middleman. No bad debts. Already we know that what is the meaning of bad debts. So no credit. So all the sales are made in these shops on a cash basis only, not in credit. So no bad debts will arise and no reduction of a working capital. Next one, convenience in shopping. So it's a very convenient shopping. Shops are located in all the important areas. Therefore, customers are not required to travel long distance for making the purchases. Okay, we are not spending a very large. We are not spending a much more time. And this chain of stores is every areas they have, so we can go easily and get the things. Next one, public confidence. Multiple shops enjoy the public confidence due to fixed prices, standard quality, uniform appearance, and selection of goods with the help of the salesman. Limitations, limited variety. Multiple shops deal only in a limited range of products. Absence of services. Customers do not get a credit, home delivery and other facilities. Do not get a credit, only the home delivery or any other. There is a lack of personal touch. The owner loses the direct personal contact with the customers. They paid a staff do not take the personal interest in each and every customer. And inflexibility. All the branches centrally controlled and uniform the policies are adapted for all the shops. Okay children, next one, supermarket. It's very easy to understand this lesson because of we are so connected We are using the daily, we are some weekly ones, we are moving departmental stores. Next one, supermarket. A supermarket is a large retail stores selling a wide variety of consumers goods on the basis of a low appeal, wide variety of assortment, self-service, and a heavy emphasis of a merchant's appeal. The goods trade are generally food products and other low-priced, branded, and widely used to consumer products such as grocery, utensils, cloth, household goods, electronic appliances, and medicine. For example, the Nilgiris shops. Okay. Next one, the important character of a supermarket. First one is the supermarket generally situated in the main shopping centers. Okay. Supermarket எப்பயுமே எங்கமா தான் இருக்கும், main shoppingல இருக்கும். Okay. The goods kept in the racks. See here children, this is a supermarket. Already we know, we went there. But in your textbook 245 is the picture also there. So goods kept on the racks with a clearly labeled price and quality tags in there, such as stores. The customers move to the store, pick up the goods and the other requirements, bring them to the cash counter, make the payment and take home delivery. The goods are sold on cash basis only, no credit facilities are made available. Supermarket or organized department basis requires a huge investment. Next one, cooperative stores. A customer's cooperative stores is a retail organization owned, managed and controlled by the consumers themselves to obtain the products and daily use at a reasonable low prices. It is objective of eliminated profit to middlemen by establish under direct contact with the manufacturers. People belonging to the middle and low income groups, at least 25% have to come together to form a voluntary association and get it registered under the Cooperative Society Act. The capital of cooperative stores is raised by the issue of shares of members. The management of the stores is a democratic and entrusted to elected managing committee who where one man, one vote is the rule. One man, one vote. Not in that duplicate vote, the one man is a 5 vote or 10 vote. Only one man is a have to write the vote, only one vote. The cooperative stores is very famous in Tamil Nadu. Cooperatives na the கூட்டுறவு சங்கம் சொல்லுவாங்கல கூட்டுறவு அதுதான் ஓகே ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் Kamadhenu and Sindhamani cooperative supermarkets in Chennai, Karpagam in Vellore and etc. Next, hire purchase and installment traders. Hire purchase trading is a system by which the seller agrees to sell the articles to buyer on a condition that the payment of article will be made on a fixed number of installment till the sale price is paid. Though the buyer get the possession of the goods immediately and singing the contract of the ownership does not pass till the payment of the last installment. The buyer prefers to pay the lump sum or the part of the price initially. Example, down payment as the balance is installment as per the contract. The seller continues to be the owner's or article till then. If the buyer commits the default as a payment, the seller is entitled to reposes the articles. It is also the form of credit sales. Only durable articles like a television, air conditioner, refrigerator, washing machine and is suitable for a higher sale. So we will get some home appliances for TV, fridge, washing machine, everything we get in that EMI, isn't it? So this is the example for that. Next one, installment system is the type of the purchases, so which is the price amount of the product is not paid initially but installment. It is also called as the deferred payment system. Under this system, title or ownership article as well as the possession of the past to the buyer. As soon as the first installment is paid and the default of a payment, the seller cannot seize of the articles but recover the dues through the court. Okay, next one, mail order houses. Mail order houses are the retail outlets that sells the merchandise through the mail. There is generally no direct personal contact between the buyers and the sellers. This is a type of trading procedure. Advertisements provide the information about the products and to the customers. Order receiving and processing and receiving the orders, the goods are sent to the customers through the post office value payable post, I mean VPP, receiving payments. The customers may be asked to make a full payment in advance or at the time of receiving the goods in arrangements. There is no risk for bad debts. Perishable goods like a milk are not suitable for the sale by a mail order. Suitable goods are books, watches, etc. So some electronics, some books is available to the mail order houses. Next one, automatic vending machines. So what is the CER textbooks page number 246? The oven machine. Okay, automatically we will put that money. We'll get the milk for the according to your money. Okay, நம்ம எவ்வளோ போடுறோம் 6 லிட்டர் 1 லிட்டருக்குரிய money உள்ள போட்டோம்னா we'll get the packet from the box. Next one, automatic vending machine is a new form of direct selling. It is the machine operated by the coins or tokens. The buyers insert the coin or tokens into the machine and receive the specified quality of a product from the machine. AVMs are placed to the convenient locations such as a railway station, airports, petrol pumps, etc. See here pictures. Your textbook page number 246. Example of in dairy milk through the AVMs. Next one, shopping malls. So shopping malls are developed due to the change of in departmental stores in a modern time. The shopping mall functions in multi-story buildings. Many small to big shops are commenced to under the separate ownership. Various type of branded goods of daily requirements and luxurious product are available. Modern facilities such as a refreshment hall, entertainments of children, Wi-Fi, auditorium, etc. are provided in shopping mall. For example, Woman, Chennai. So many shops, shopping malls is there. Some shopping malls they have a theater also. We can sit in that, watch the in one mall. Have everything for clothing. So get the home appliances. Every shop in one place. Next one, telemarketing. Telemarketing can be divided into two parts. Telephonic marketing. Potential customers are contact through the telephone or mobile to provide the information about the products. Willing customers visit the office and places the orders. The methods of uses of loan, financing, insurance services, credit card, etc. No middleman in this market and cost reduced accordingly. Okay, next one, television marketing. First one is telephonic marketing. Then television marketing. In this method, consumer attracted by providing the full information of a product and service through the TV demonstration. Customers are given either phone number or a name of the website of the place the order. Payment of these products are made through the two methods. One is advance payment by debit or debit card, credit card. Second one, payment in a cash at the time of delivery. For example, TableMate and other home appliances is an online purchasing. இப்போ டெலிவிஷன் டிவியில் பார்த்துட்டு அதை ஆர்டர் பண்ணிட்டு we will கார்டாகவும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம் or else home delivery அப்போ we can pay the money. Next one, online shopping or internet marketing. The manufacturer or the intermediates place or advertisement of the products or different medias of internet like a email, portal and browser. Sometimes they have the own website like a Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal, etc. The customers compare the products or competitors by the observing such as advertisement or select the products through the internet and make the payment through the online or cash on delivery. See here, this is the we can buy the things. Nowadays Corona time we will get the Diwali dress through the online, isn't it? Or cash on delivery or else through the payment on the online. Because of the absence of a middleman, showroom expenses, etc., products are available at a cheaper price in the comparison of a local market. Customers also get after the sales services. Next one, role of chambers of commerce and industry associations. The Chamber of Commerce or industry is an association of a business, industrial houses like merchants, financier, manufacturer, etc. They are a member of a Chamber of Commerce in a locality, region or state. The main objective of this association is to promote the product and interest and goods and Indian commerce and industry. This association not profit making organization. It is a members or institutional members. They are not work with a profit. They are satisfied or they are give the products through the trade to the customers. Functions. They act as a national guardians of a trade, commerce and industry. They act as the catalyst in strengthening an internal trade of a country. Interact with the government with the regard of a formulation and implementation of a related policies. So what is that? They act as the national guardians. Okay. And the Chamber of Commerce வந்து என்னவா இருக்காங்க, நமக்கு ஒரு guardian they are working. Second one is internal trade or strength and the Chamber of Commerce. The next one, interact with the government. They interact with the government of the how we are follow the rules and regulations. Next one, Association of Chambers in India. So Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, New Delhi. Associated Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Confederation of Indian Industry. Madras Chamber of Commerce, Chennai, Tamil Nadu Traders of Association. Role of associations or chambers. Transportation or interstate movement of goods. The chambers of facilitate registration of vehicles, surface the transport policies, construction of highways and roads in promoting the interstate movement of goods. அந்த interstate ஒரு ஸ்டேட்டுக்குள்ளே வர்ற எல்லா ஒரு ஆக்டிவிட்டி அந்த ட்ரேட் ரிலேட்டட் இருக்கிறதுல யார் who is the responsible? The chambers. Okay children, sorry I'm not well. Okay, sorry for the distraction. Next one, harmonization, CGST and SGST structure. Third one, marketing of agro products and related to issues. The Association of Agriculturalists and other federation interact with the forming cooperatives to streamline local subsidies and formulate marketing policies for selling agro products. Next one, weight and measures prevention the duplication of a product brands. They help the government in the formulation of implementation of a uniform policies and weights and measures the prevention of a duplication. They avoid a duplication of a products. Next one, promoting the sound infrastructure. They interact with the government to construct the roads, ports, electricity, railway, etc. Next one, labor legislation. They interact with the government on the regular basis on the issues related to labor laws, retention, compensation, etc. so that the industry can run efficiently, generally employment and achieve maximum productivity. So this is the role of the association or chambers. Okay children, I hope you are all understood this lesson. Nothing but it's a retail. ஒரு பெட்டி கடை வச்சுருக்கவங்களோ ஸ்மால் ஷாப் வச்சுருக்கவங்க அவங்களுக்கு கூட என்ன ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கோ அவங்க என்னென்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, எதை வந்து நம்ம ரீட்டைல் அண்டர்டேக்கிங்கில் கொண்டு வரலாம் அப்படிங்கிறது தான். ஓகே சில்ட்ரன். So next one, yeah, who is the fixed? எதை வந்து fixed shop சொல்லுவோம், எதை வந்து department store சொல்லுவோம். Which one is we called as a chain stores? What are the features of, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what are the limitations? Okay, what is the higher purchase? What is the cooperative stores? What is the supermarket? And what is the how we are using the mail order houses, automatic vending machine? What is that? Shopping malls. What are the facilities? And telemarketing. Inside the telemarketing, how we can classify? And online shopping. The last one is role of chambers of commerce. In that chamber of commerce means association or chamber of India role. Okay, role of association or chambers. This is very easy to understand. Read the lesson children, read the question answer, and if you have any doubt please contact my WhatsApp number children. Thank you.